Hey y'all. I'm not really up here. I really don't care if anybody get up here and watch my live or nothing, but just wanted to share some stuff, just fitting. So I know that, people may think that I'm weird and, I'm very secretive, but to be honest, the reason why I'm so standoffish is because I know I've been through a lot as a child. I think we all know probably been through something, got childhood wounds and shit, but I just want to, get real deep right quick. I don't trust men. And the reason why I don't trust men is because I was sexually assaulted at 15 and 17 years old by men. So that's why I don't trust them. When I get around men, it's just like, predator. That's just how I feel. When I was 15 years old, I got my, 8 by 30-some-year-old man. I didn't know no fucking better. But, that's my life. Abandoned by one of my parents or whatever. I wouldn't say it was rough, but I went through a lot as a child. So, when you go through a lot as a child, either you wild out and want to be around a lot of bullshit, or you like, how can I explain it? Or you like be standoffish like me when it comes to being around people and stuff like that. Because I really don't trust people. To be honest with you, the only person that I trust is my dad, and my dad stays with me. I don't trust people like that. When it comes to friends, I don't really have too many friends like that. So if you're my friend, if I call you my friend, my homegirl, that mean I fucks with you. Okay? Because I feel like I take my relationships and my friendships, I really give my relationships and my friendships my all. I'm 35 and I can say today that I never been in love before. I mean, I'm just venting. It's not that, I'm being desperate or anything, but it's just, I just feel like venting. So, me being sexually assaulted at 15 years old, it was set up by someone that I consider a friend. A female set me up to get sexually assaulted at 15. When I got sexually assaulted at 17, snuck out the house. It's not my fault, even though I thought it was my fault, but it's not my fault. Snuck out the house to go chill with some guys or whatever, You know how guys be when you get around them, touchy feely and shit. And of course, I always been a cute, pretty girl, but I understand that I'm attractive, but at the same time, no means no. So, mind you now, the first girl that was around when I got sexually assaulted at 15, she was also around when I got sexually assaulted at 17. But see, I don't talk to her anymore. I don't fuck with her no more. Because it didn't take me long to see that someone right. But anyway, like when I get around men, I just become so scared. Because when I was 17 years old, that man put a gun to my head. I mean, that man put a pistol to my head and told me if I don't suck his, or F him, he was going to shoot me. He was gonna, you know what, me. So of course I did it, you know. So, you know, you never know what nobody goes through. That's why you shouldn't judge people. When you see people being standoffish and to their self, sometimes it's a reason. Everybody is not walking around here with their nose up thinking that they better than anybody because they don't want to talk to anybody, or, you know, because I'm a very standoffish person or whatever. I'm very to myself. And the reason why I'm to myself is because I really don't trust people. I don't trust men. I don't trust women. It's not only women. I mean, it's not only that I don't trust men. I don't trust women. Because you got a lot of women that would do anything and everything for the attention of a man. Anything. To have a man sit beside them or be around them. These women would do anything. So, you know, that's why I stay to myself a lot. Me being abandoned as a child from my mom, I'm glad my grandma took me in. I thank God that my grandma took me in as a child. Because it's no telling, you know, where I would have been if I would have continued to stay with my mom. You know, my mom, she been on drugs ever since. You know, she wasn't on drugs when she was pregnant with me, but, you know, she always been on drugs or whatever. So me and her really don't have a good relationship because it's like she's 55, but she has the mind of a 15-year-old. You know, when you do drugs young, you know, it fucks up your mind very bad. So, you know, having a mom that been on drugs, you know, it bothered me a lot. But the older I got, you know, I just dealt with it. I just felt like it is what it is. You can't make somebody want to be a part of your life. You get what I'm saying? But like I said, the only person that I trust is my dad, and my dad stays with me, you know. He's here to make sure that I'm good or whatever, because he know I don't fuck with people like that. But he doesn't know anything about the sexual assault that I went through as a kid. But you know what? I'm telling you, everything that I've been through, I swear to God, everything that I've been through as a child up until now, it ain't do nothing but make me stronger. And it didn't do anything but, you know, make me cautious about who I have in my circle or whatever. Everybody in your circle don't want to see you do good. I don't know why I always attract people that want to use me, or I don't know what it is. I just attract weird people, like users, abusers, people that's just not healed. It's very weird. But I'm just telling my story because I just want y'all to know that no matter what you went through, even as a child, you know, you will be all right. Everybody, I just want everybody to, you know, that you're not the only one going through stuff or has ever been through anything. You get what I'm saying? God knows I don't know how I made it through any of the shit that I ever been through in life. Like, it's crazy. And, you know, by me being chosen, you know, I done been through some shit. But, you know, chosen people don't have they don't have a easy life. They don't. And a lot of people who are chosen, they don't want to be chosen. For me, as an example, the life that, you know, my life that I lived or whatever, it has its pros and it has its cons when it come with, you know, being chosen. I don't like being chosen, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't trade it. I wouldn't trade it for nothing, because I learned what I learned. I went through what I went through, and it just made me a better person. And it just taught me to start being selfish and putting myself first. Watch, the people that you bring around or whatever. Ugh, it's a lot. I just wanted to just express some of that with me, because a lot of people look at me and be like, oh, she thinks she this, she that. Honey, you don't you don't know my life. You could not, like I said in one video, you couldn't even put a motherfucking pinky toe in the shoe that I wear. You a fool. The shit I went through, I should be out here selling my body, prostituting, or I should be on drugs, or like really out here wilding out, and I'm not. Like I said, everything that I went through, it just made me stronger. So, like I said, life, who was it texting me? Oh, life is all about lessons, And God knows I done learned my lessons living this life on this earth. So, I just want to let y'all know that you're not the only person that ever go through stuff, or that's going through stuff right now. So whatever you going through, if you're going through anything, I would advise you to get into counseling, stuff like that. Counseling, therapy, to help you, to become better in life. It's another reason why I don't have kids, because I was broken and I had to get myself together. I didn't want, to keep passing down the generation of curses. Like, I'm trying to break that shit for real, for real. So I don't have kids, because parents don't understand how much baggage and trauma that they bring, that they pass down, to their kids or whatever. And I always said to myself that I didn't want to be, a follower, and I always just wanted to just not be a person that just sit there and not do anything with their life because of what I went through as a child. I just never wanted to be that person. So, I hope y'all have a good day. I just wanted to vent right quick. Love y'all. Whoever watching. Bye, y'all.